Hi, so for the project, I decided to work on analysis of heart failure resulting in death. For the project, I am focusing on whether sex, age, and cholesterol levels contribute to the possibility of having a heart failure because heart failures contribute to at least 13.4% of death in adults. The data set for the analysis contains 918 observations and 12 columns. This data set was collected from a total of 5 different locations. The table below shows us the summary of the data set's independent values, focusing on the variables that have numeric values. A total of 3 factors were derived from the dataset. Under factor 1, we see that heart disease has the highest recording of 0.94. Under factor 2, we see that max HR has the highest recording of 0.3. And finally, under factor 3, age has the highest recording with 0.87. The first hypothesis focuses on the cholesterol levels of patients, and the analytical method used is regression. The null hypothesis supports that at least 50% of death caused by heart failure in adults results from a cholesterol level less than 200. The alternative hypothesis believes different, which is at least 50% of the death caused by heart failure in adults result from a cholesterol level of 200 or higher. We realize over here that the mean cholesterol level is 244.6. From a total of 918 cholesterol observations, we see that the intercept coefficient is 257.92, which was recorded from the regression statistics. Over here, we have a scatter plot in a histogram that shows the cholesterol levels in different ways. So, from the linear equation, we see what our y equals to, and from the analysis conducted, it was proven that the alternative hypothesis is right because the null hypothesis was not equal to 0, meaning that majority or more than 50% of the people who die as a result of heart failure actually have cholesterol levels that are higher than 200. The second hypothesis focuses on the sex, and the method of analysis used is classification. Now, the null hypothesis believes that less than 50% of the death caused by heart failure are males, and then the alternative hypothesis believes that more than 50% of the death are actually associated to males. The classification result shows that 90.16% of males actually have a recording of at least one heart disease, and 78.98% of people who have died as a result of heart failures are males. From the analysis, we support the alternative hypothesis because it is true that majority of the people who were recorded to have died as a result of heart failure are males. The third hypothesis is focused on age, and the analytical method used is regression and classification. The null hypothesis believes that the mean age for death caused by a heart failure in adults is 49 years, and the alternative hypothesis believes different. From conducting the regression analysis in a one-tailed test, we realized that the mean age is actually 53.51, which obviously makes our null hypothesis wrong. The two histograms give us a visualization of the age distribution of people recorded in the dataset. The results from hypothesis 3 shows that a big percentage of individuals who die from heart failure are between the ages of 40 to 90. However, the mean age calculated is 53.51. The alternative hypothesis is true because the mean is not equal to 49. To conclude, at least 50% of people who died from heart failure had cholesterol levels above 200. Also, the mean age recorded from these statistics is 53, and at least 70% of people who were recorded to have died as a result of heart failure are males. Thank you.